All right, guys. So hopefully this should work. Just wait for a couple of students to show up here. Appears we had a few issues technically with the other platform, so hopefully this platform will work. Fingers crossed anyway. All right, let's have a look. Who have we got here? All right. So if you just want to say something in the chat box, guys, to let me know that you're here. All right. So I guess we'll see what happens here, guys. Anyway, what I might just do for now is I might just continue with the lesson as per for now. So as I was saying, guys, yeah, I'll just bring in a couple of things from the Okay, all right. Yeah. Oh, Chaturi can hear me now. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Just if everyone could go to that YouTube site I've just set. Okay. A bit of a glitch there, Mickey. Just go to the YouTube site, and we'll continue the class. Okay. All right. No worries. So if you just want to head there, Mickey, that'd be great. That'd be great. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, Anu, all good now. All right, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Okay, fantastic. All right, guys. So just again, let me know, guys, in that live chat if you can hear me and everything's working okay. I know Anu's here, fantastic, and someone else is here. I'm not sure who it is, but if you could let me know who it is, so we can keep going. Okay, so the things I was talking about just before we left. So reorder the paragraphs, guys, is what we were talking about. So it's just important to kind of follow these steps when it comes to reorder the paragraphs. So the first one, as I'm just putting up in the chat box there, guys, choose the first sentence which can stand alone and introduce the topic. This is usually the easiest sentence to follow. Okay, so the one that's a bit ambiguous, it's not ambiguous, sorry, the one that's the clearest. Okay, so you read it and kind of go, okay, I don't need any other sort of introduction to tell me what the topic is. This is clearly the topic sentence. Now, on that, guys, sometimes that can be a little bit difficult. So sometimes it can be quite difficult to do that, particularly if so sometimes that can be difficult, particularly if there's two sentences that kind of feel like they might be your topic sentence. So what I would do is I try to flag both of them, put them down as a maybe for now, and then try to link up your other sentences, and then see how you go from there. Okay, so always start by trying to find your topic sentence, but if you can't find it or you're tossing up between two, jump over to step 2, which is usually to start pairing. I find to be a great idea. Another thing you can do there, guys. Consider what the last sentence might be. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that little note up there as well. Yep. So if you consider the last sentence, these things usually have a couple of things to consider. In particular, they might do a few things, which I'm just going to put on the chat again. They might mention or refer to something that is not mentioned elsewhere. Then this might just be one or two words. It might refer to a future time or a future development, okay? Having a concluded statement or a comment. So, so in particular, guys, look out for those ones that that really talk about the fact that it's one or two words essentially is what you're after there. So I tend to find it if there's any sort of mention of the future, or where might the future take us, or in years to come, this thing might happen. Usually that's a good indication, guys, that that's your last sentence there as well. Okay, so first sentence is great to pick out. So is your last sentence. Okay, let's go on here to number three. Number three here. At number three, make connections between pairs of sentences. Okay, so as it says, they refer to the next slide to give you tips about this part of the process. Well, I'll be referring to that part of the process, not in a slide, but I will be talking about it very soon. And then if we have a look at the last part there, guys, and I'm going to put this in the YouTube chat box again. Step number 4. Once you've completed a reorder task, analyze it. Okay, it's very important to analyze it and make those links between the sentences. Okay, so sometimes people kind of just go. Sometimes people can be a little bit too fast to do this. Just make sure you read through it, and maybe you found a very clear link between A and B, but is there a clear link between B and D? Okay, maybe you need to switch D and C around. Okay, maybe there's a clearer link, so it goes A, B, C. Oh, right, there's more of a clear link there. So just because they might share a theme, or might share a word, or might share an idea, when we pair things together, sometimes you might have to flip them or change things around a bit so it makes sense with the rest of the paragraph. Okay, so make sure you check your links. So is everyone good? Can they hear me right now? Anu, is that okay? Just give me an okay or a yes in the chat, guys, if you can understand that. Okay, fantastic. Good, good, good. All right, so the next thing there, guys, look for signal words like however, or in addition, or referencing pronouns, replacing nouns already mentioned, such as he, or it, or she, or this. Those words are really important, guys, when it comes to the links in the chat. The links in the chat, Chatura. If you just scroll up the chat. Yep, Hidayati, if you're just joining us, if you scroll up, you'll find the YouTube link to the chat. Okay, just post it there again as well, guys. Okay, so the next part there, everybody, just let me know. Let me know if you're in the class. Let me know if you're in the class. I know Anu is here. Good. Okay, so next part there, guys. Look for signal words. Signal words being however or in addition. Referencing pronouns. So he, she, it. If you're reading a paragraph that says, he then said that blah 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 blah. Who's he? Okay, let's find out. Okay. The other thing to think about, however, guys, however is a really important word. However tells us that we're changing the tone. We're showing a contrast. Okay, so think about, is this negative? Is this if it's showing a contrast at the end of the if it's showing a contrast at the end of the paragraph, is there a clear link there to does the next paragraph you want to pair it with, is that part of that contrast? Okay, so if it says, at the end of the sentence, however, this is not always the case, your next paragraph should be demonstrating how this is not always the case. Okay, so make sure, or giving you an example or something like that. Okay, so it's really important, guys, to make sure that, look for little words like that. The other words to really look for, guys, and I've talked about this in my classes before. Just let me know if that's okay, guys. If you can hear me and this is making some sort of sense. Just let me know in the chat box, guys. The other thing to look for, guys, are what we call demonstratives. Demonstratives are things such as this or these. So think about so this or these. So if it says this situation, what situation is it referring to? These problems. These problems. Notice we got this there at the end. It's a group of problems. It's more than one problem. So make sure you check the rest of the text and see what these problems are. Okay. The other thing to think about. All right. So, guys, the other thing to think about is, this or these are very important. And the other thing, article usage. Article usage is the other really important thing as well. So I'm just going to put up this little example I've got here. Articles are and the. Articles are incredibly important when we're trying to understand. So, for example, a great way to keep fit is to take regular walks. This is something you can enjoy by yourself or with friends. Top of the moida. Thank you. Yeah. This is something you can enjoy with yourself or your friends. So if it's got, something like if it said, the first thing that you need is our teacher. The teacher that in question would be something, something, something. So make sure if it's mentioning it for the first time, it usually starts with a. And if it's mentioning it for the second time, it will be the a little bit later on. Okay, so I'll just bring up this little this little example here of Melbourne University. Trying to clarify that. Melbourne University is one of the most prestigious universities in Australia. The university was founded, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so if I saw that sentence there first, going with the university, I'd go, oh, what university is it referring to? Probably the one that's from earlier. Okay, so what I want us to try, guys, is if everyone could. I really want to bring up an example, so but unfortunately, it might not let me do that on this one. Just give me a sec. I'll see if I can do that. Okay. No, it appears not at the moment. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so what I want everyone to try, guys, is I'm just going to put up, Mickey. I think I've fixed that problem that you had earlier. You said that you'd done that one, which was a bit weird, but I think I might have sorted that out. Just give me 1 second. So I'm just going to place up a quiz, guys, for the 10th of June. 10th of June quiz. Yep, so 10th of June quiz. We're going to call it um, 10th of June, reorder practice questions 3. 10th of June, reorder practice questions 3 is what we're going to call it. That's a brand new one there, Mickey, and that one will have a couple of questions on it. What I want everyone to do, guys, is I've posted a couple of a little bit of practice for you guys. And what I want you to do is I want you to have a go at those practice questions, but also when you finish, I want you to do a little bit of a review for me. Okay, so I want you to go over what those questions are. I want you to have a go at the questions first, and then I want you to go back through, check your answers. If you were getting things wrong, I want you to see where those links were. What were those links that you missed? Okay. As much as I'd really like to bring up an example for everyone right now, guys, I'm really sorry. Actually, what we can do is if everyone, I'll keep this YouTube one running. If you have a quick look, guys, at if you've still got the WizIQ lesson, the regular platform that we use, if you've still got that up, I might keep the audio going here on YouTube, and I might just run through a quick example with everybody. Okay, let me know if that's okay. Just give me a yes or a okay in the chat box there. Yep. Okay. All right, guys. So let me know if that's okay. Yep. All right. Let's give that a try. So let's have a quick look at an example, guys. First, firstly, guys, the number 3 quiz is up. I'll give you a link to that very shortly. The number 3 quiz. So let's run through an example here on the platform. Okay. So let's see if we can get that up and working. There we go. All right. So can everyone see this one here on Edison? Let me know in the chat box. Let me know in the WizIQ chat box if you can see this example here on Edison on stock ticker mechanical vote recorder. Let me know if you can see that, guys. Okay. Excellent. All right. So let's have a look at this one first, guys. So first of all, these included a stock ticker, a mechanical vote recorder, a battery for an electric car, electrical power, recorded music, and motion pictures. So very quickly, guys, what does that mean? Firstly, what word should I be flagging here? What word should I be flagging? These included. Exactly. Very good. Very good. So let's think about this. A stock ticker, mechanical vote recorder, battery for an electric car, electrical power, recorded music, motion pictures. So, okay. So these are all examples of something here. Okay. We've got these and we've got our examples. So just quickly, can someone tell me, could this be my first sentence? No, absolutely not. Okay, so what about here? More significant than the number of Edison's patents was the widespread impact of his inventions. Can this be my first one? No, it can't be my first one either. More significant than the number of patents. So clearly we've referenced patents before, so they need to be important. Okay, this one here. His advanced work in all these fields was an outgrowth of his early career as a telegraph operator. Can anyone tell me what's the word I should be flagging there? His. Very good. Good. Anything else? And Anu? So his is important. If you keep reading that one, his advanced work in all these. Yep. So more importantly, these fields. So what fields are they referring to there? Okay. So great. Let's keep working there. Okay. Let's have a look at the next one. Okay, so let's have a look at this next part, guys. He developed. He also, if we have a look at D there, Edison was a prolific inventor, holding 1,093 US patents in his name, mostly in the United Kingdom, as well as many in the United Kingdom, France, and Germany. What word should I be flagging there? Or is there what's special about this this sentence? Edison. Yep, great. So we've got a mention of Edison. Noun. Yep, excellent. So he and his is probably going to be Edison. Okay, great. Could this sentence be my first sentence? Yep, absolutely. Very good. Okay, so let's have a look at this next one here. He also developed a system of electric power generation. So what do we notice about this one here, guys? He also developed a system of electric power generation and distribution to homes, businesses, and factories. Crucial development in the modern industrialized world. What do we notice about that? What do we notice about that there, guys? What do we notice about that? What do we notice about that expression? Or what's special about that? He also, yep. Okay, great. Notice here, guys. It's this one. You know, it's kind of like an extra thing, almost like an extra thing. So I would probably flag that as continuing. Great. So it's a little bit of a change of topic, a little bit of shift in what he also did. What does that usually tell us if there's a bit of a shift? It can usually tell us, guys, that's probably my last sentence. Okay, it usually tells me it's towards the last sentence is what that says, right? Because there's a bit of a shift there. Okay, last one here. His inventions contributed. Yeah, exactly. There should be more before that sentence. Absolutely. Yep. His inventions contributed to mass communication and in particular telecommunications. Yep, it's an additional sentence. Absolutely, Anu. Okay, so mass communications and in particular that one there. Okay, so let's break this down a bit, guys. let's start with this one. These included. Who can tell me, guys? What do we think these could be connected to? What are these an example of? What's that link there? So we got a stock ticker, a mechanical vote recorder, a battery-powered something, a recorded music, a battery for an electric car. These are all examples of what? What are these all examples of? Patents, yeah, could be patents. So patents are more to do with, you know, what. So not just as patents, but what else could it be an example of? There's something else in the rest of the article. Inventions, absolutely, great. Okay, so where does it mention his inventions? So it's got all the examples of the inventions, but where's it first mentioned that he had inventions? Where's it mentioned that? Last sentence, absolutely. F. Great. So we know that these included. All right. So right now we know that F and A, that there's a link between F and A. So we're going to put F and A in there. Fantastic. There is a mention of in D, yeah, but that one there is he's a prolific inventor, holding 1,093 US patents in his in different places. Okay, so just it does mention inventions, but notice that it's more you know, he brings up the it brings up his inventions in F here, and then they give examples of what those inventions are in A. Okay, this one here, if you look at D, it's more of a focus on patents. So it's saying he was a prolific inventor, as well as many patents in the United Kingdom, France, and Germany. So this one here, a bit more of a patent focus there. Okay, particularly because it's coming towards the end of the sentence. Okay, let's have a look at the So we know F and A are connected somehow. Okay, all right. Let's have a look at this one here. D. What do we know about D? It's probably going to be our first. Absolutely. Okay, very good. Excellent. So we know D is there. Excellent. Okay. Now let's have a look at this, guys. We start off with D. So Edison was a prolific inventor. US patents in his name. Where does it mention patents again? Where does it mention patents again? B, fantastic. Okay, great. So notice it changes tack there. So more significant than the number of Edison's patents was the widespread thing of his inventions. Okay, great. So that's where we start getting into those. Electric light and power utilities, sound recording, and motion pictures, all. Yep. Excellent. All combine major new industries worldwide. Okay, let's have a look at the next part here. All right, let's find the next link. So we know that D and B are connected. We know F and A are connected. So that leaves us with C and E. Let's try to put C and E. Okay, we talked about E earlier. We think E that's probably going to be our final one there. Okay, we know it's probably going to be our final one because it's saying, he also developed a system of electric power generation distribution to homes, businesses, and factories. So it's a little bit of a shift away from the telecommunications part. So that means let's have a look there at C. Okay, let's have a look at C. His advanced work in all these fields, was an outgrowth of his early career as a telegraph operator. What fields are they talking about? What fields is he referring to? Can anyone tell me? Communication? Yeah. So telecommunications is one field. It's saying here these fields. What other fields are referenced? Where are other fields referenced, guys? What so we got to put C in somewhere. What other fields are referenced? Okay, so an E there. Okay. Let's have a look. All right, so let's get the answer there. So what's wrong with it? I'll have a look. Yeah. Okay, let's have a think about this, guys. So, all right, let's bring this around. Let's find a link here. All right, so if I start with this one. So Edison was a prolific inventor holding 1,093 US patents in his name, as well as many patents in the United Kingdom, France, and Germany. B, more significant than the number of Edison's patents was the widespread impact of his inventions: electric light and power utilities, sound recording, and motion pictures all established major new industries worldwide. C, his advanced work in all these fields, power utilities, sound recording, motion pictures, and all established major new industries worldwide. These are the different fields that he's referring to there. Okay, so D, B, C. Okay, let's keep moving. Was an outgrowth of his early career as a telegraph operator. Oh, okay. Tell me more about the telegraph operator part. His inventions contributed to mass communication, and in particular, telecommunications. So it starts with a telegraph operator and then going into telecommunications. Going up to A, these included a stock ticker, a mechanical vote recorder, a battery for an electric car, electrical power, recorded music, and motion pictures. We then go into the last part there. E, he also developed a system of electric power generation and distribution to homes. So notice here, guys, it starts with, if we have a look here, that's talking about his inventions. These included his inventions. If it says these fields, what fields is he referring to? It's referring to these fields here: electric, light, and power utilities, sound recording, motion pictures, and all established new industries worldwide. All right, does that make sense, everyone? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Great. 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 All right, guys. So what I want you to think about when you're having a go at these examples, I might even just see if I can bring up one more. Here we go. Got one more example here. All right, guys. So think about those linking words, okay? Like we talked about before. However, can change the tact. Look for pronouns. Pronouns are very important. And the last thing I want you guys to think about the overall story of it, okay? So what's it trying to shine a light on? Okay, what's the paragraph's main focus? Okay, because that can help you rearrange what needs to be said. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Can everyone have a look at this next example? Look at this last example here for me. And I want everyone to I want everyone to have a quick go at this one for me. Okay, have a quick go at this one and let me know what your answer is in the chat box. Okay, is that clear, everybody? Sorry, Anu, what do you mean? The reordering clear? Key thing for reordering, Anu, is those linking words. Okay. Think about linking words. Are those linking words demonstrating an example? Are they demonstrating a contrast? So if we have a look at this one here, for example, we can do this one together if you'd like. Can anyone tell me what's my first sentence here? First sentence with this one. How do we figure to C and E? C and E. Okay, so so Anu, with this one here, these fields is referring to these fields here: electric and light and power utilities, sound recording, motion pictures. These are all examples of fields, different industries is what that's referring to. E, it's talking about E's kind of a separate thing. He's a separate thing. He also developed a system of electric power generation and distribution to homes, businesses, and factories, a crucial development in the modern industrialized world. So the rest of us is talking about telecommunications. It's talking about inventions. It's talking about patents. Talking about different things. E is kind of it's sort of an island on its own. Okay, so it is referencing Edison. It is about Edison. However, it's separate to what we were talking about earlier. It's almost like its own. It's a side note to the rest of the article, so it doesn't reflect the rest of the article. Okay. Let's just quickly check this one here, guys. So Chichura put an answer there. Great. Does anyone else want to have a quick go at this one for me? Was that clearer at all, Anu, when we went over that? Yep. Okay. That's great. Great. Do you just want to have a quick go at this one for me? Nikki, Sandeep, Hidayati, if you guys want to have a go as well. And I might see if this works, actually. I might just see if I can get... Chatura, I'm just seeing if I can get your microphone on, man. See if your audio will come up anyway. We'll have a go. Maybe you can help us help walk us through this one. Maybe not. Okay, that's right. Okay, so Chatura, hello. Is your microphone on? Yeah, microphone's on. I can't hear you, but unfortunately. Oh, okay. All right. We might have to fix a couple of things with this platform, guys. I might just turn off your mic for now, Chatura. I was hoping you could walk us through this, but that's okay. I'll just turn it off for now. And guys, I'll do a bit of rejigging with this platform. Clearly, we're having some technical issues with this WizIQ one, so I'll see if we can fix that for next time. Very sorry about today's class with that. Okay, so Chatura, you said D, B, C, A. Fantastic. All right, so can you tell me what's how do you know that D is our first? How do you know that D is our first one? So we think about how we know that. So if we think about it, guys, you know, we have a look, some of the linking words there. So it starts with a so here, starts with a however there, starts with an in other words here. Now this one starts with ideally, which is a discourse marker, but you can start a sentence off with that. You can start a paragraph off with that. So this one here is the only one that stands out. The brand name you choose should be one that doesn't require translation. So there's a nice, clear beginning with this one. All right. Let's keep moving. The brand name you choose should be one that doesn't require translation. We move over to B. However, if your brand name reflects a key, okay, so you want B here. If your brand name reflects a key benefit of your service, such as budget car rental, then you may want to consider translating it to other markets. Those other markets there being a key thing. In other words, one that's simple, easy to pronounce, and has no particular meaning. So notice there, guys, no particular meaning is referring to that, the thing that's translating for other markets. Okay, so it has no particular meaning there. So budget car rental is there, but then it says you want to find one that's easy to pronounce and has no particular meaning there. And then an example of that would be a made-up word or compound word can be a good idea. Okay, so rather than having budget car rental, it's saying, oh, maybe just make up a word instead of saying something like budget. Okay, so this is what I want everyone to do for me, guys. I want everyone to go to, I'll just put this on, if you go to reorder the paragraph, reorder paragraphs, there's one I put in there as 10th of June, practice questions 3. Reorder practice questions 3. I want you guys to have a go at those ones for me. Have a go at number 1, number 2, and number 3. Have a go at all 3 of them. Number 3's got the most amount of them, and there's no time limit on those ones. But what I want you guys to practice with Reorder today is just making sure that, yeah, what I want you to practice with those ones is just make sure that you've got, make sure that you're giving yourself enough time. Maybe try to give yourself a shorter amount of time with each exercise that you do, with number 3 in particular. Number 3's got about 6 or 7 exercises there. Make sure, guys, that you're looking for those linking words, okay? Linking words like so, linking words like however. And remember, if it's giving away something like, you know, If your brand name reflects a key benefit of your service, such as budget car rental, then you may want to consider translating it for other markets. Remember, guys, if it's a complex sentence, it's what follows that comma. It's what follows that comma that is our main idea. Okay? So if you've got a longer sentence, look for the last part of the sentence, because the last part of the sentence usually emphasizes that main idea, okay? Which tells you that your next sentence is going to be linked to that idea, okay? There's going to be some sort of link there, okay? Now, it might say, however, and it might change tactics there. It might say, so, it might say, because of this, or it might say, you know, these problems, something like that. Just make sure, guys, when you're looking at a sentence, you know, look for the linking words like that. Linking words are great, but remember, you're also trying to link ideas. Ideas are what you're trying to link. Okay, so I want everyone to have a go at practice questions 3 there. I'm just going to close this class for now, guys, and if you have any questions, you can just ask me. I'll be online for the next all day, basically. I'll be online. So if you have any questions, particularly regarding Reorder the Paragraphs, I'll be online for that. The 6 o'clock class, guys, we're going to try to get, it will be on Zoom, the 6 o'clock class. We couldn't run Zoom this morning, unfortunately, because the other class have that one on a Wednesday morning. Yeah, I'm going to try to make this one fixed up so there's no more audio issues anyway for our next class, okay, for our 6 o'clock class tonight. So apologies for that. Try to rectify that. And yeah, I hope you guys try to slam out those questions now, guys, while we're still in class time. I'll be checking to see that everyone's having a go at that now. And if, like I said, if you have any questions, remember you can always send me a message on Moodle. Okay, you can always send me a message on Moodle. So thank you very much for your time, guys, and I will see you, do those questions now. And I will see you all at either 6 o'clock tonight, or I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9. All right, thanks for now.